think we're rolling. I got 2 cameras going. I'm trying out a new one. I just got a video camera. I'm really excited because I get to take that on field trips. Other places where I'm going to be working on fire agate and different stones, collecting, panning for gold, a couple other things. So thank you everybody again for watching Mark's Minerals videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your questions and your support. I've had a couple of videos suggestions lately. Put out a beginning to end finished stone. Sorry about that. And that's still something that I'm working on. In conjunction with that, do a recap of the tools that you use. So we're going to do a couple things today. Safety is number one, obviously, when you're carving. If you have an air purifier, you should probably be using it in your room. The dust that comes off as you're grinding away chalcedony is very silica rich. So you do have the potential for contracting silicosis. That's why I'm a big advocate of cutting underwater, because the water tends to trap a lot of that dust, minimizing what you're going to have in the air. And besides that, I always advocate wearing a mask. N95 or better. So the N95 is the rating that says what it's going to filter out as far as particulates. That'll be a lot of the silica dust that you're prone to breathing that could cause a lot of long-term damage. I myself, I like this 3M Respirator. It just allows me to breathe a little more freely as I work. I have a bunch of the replacement filters, and as I'm going, I'll replace those periodically. Bright light. So I also have some LED headlamps that I'll use periodically for up close work. LED is good because it gives you a nice strong idea of what the color is going to be in natural light. I have these magnifiers, so it's a magnifying glass that's lit. It just shows up too hot on the video, but I can look through that as I'm carving, or just use that. And those are OT lights. I like those because it's a full spectrum. You get a really good color of the stone. And I use that with an LED, so I get kind of a balance. I can shift to see what the colors are going to be. It'll bring out different hues, different shades of purples, greens, reds, etc. These magnifiers are key. Regular thing, let's see, these I got at Harbor Freight for like $5. So I bought a couple of pairs, just so if it gets scratched or broken, it was only $5. I got a backup. Yeah, so magnification. I set up a bag. It's a dialysis drain bag, so it's a 5-liter bag, and then I get some irrigation, an irrigation valve from Harbor Freight. Nope, sorry, from Home Depot for about $3. And then I put in the large batches of water, I'll put like a single drop of bleach. It just keeps you from growing any bacteria, any mold that's going to clog your lines or get in the water. And I also put a couple drops of either jet dry or a wetting agent. As far as wetting agent, this is a Diamond Pacific wetting agent. It's a lot like the jet dry. It increases the adhesion to the stone, so the stone will stay wetter longer as you're grinding, as you're carving. Very useful stuff. Let's see. Petroleum jelly. Sometimes when I'm carving up close and I can't work with water, there are certain tools, if I'm sanding or whatnot, I need to keep the stone cool because I don't want to risk cracking the stone. I don't want to risk burning out the tool. So just a small dollop of the petroleum jelly works wonders. This works really well with Nova points. Skipping ahead. I've done videos with Nova points, but these are like Nova wheels on a lapidary machine. The Nova wheels or Nova points are bonded with a cutting agent, and these are diamond bonded. So it's hard resin impregnated with the cutting agent, which is an amazing tool. I use a ton of towels. I use the microfiber towels for when I'm cleaning stones, just to make sure I've got all the oil off in between stages, especially with polishing. I like to make sure I wash with soap and water. I like Dawn because it's really good at cutting the grease, and you want a nice clean stone as you transition, because if there's little rock particles as you go to the next stage, you'll drag them along. So even though you're going from 14,000 to 25,000, you'll still have 14,000 grit particulates, so you're going to have scratches in your polish. It'll never be right. Just tons of cheap little bits that I've got at Harbor Freight and different rock shows. If I see something that catches my eye, or it's got a shape that I think, oh, you know, I could really get in that corner, I can get in there, and or I can get into a valley. There's different standard shapes. There's a drum, so it's got a flat top and it's a solid drum. There's inverted cone, so it's flat top and then comes down, and then different standard cone shapes, whatnot. These all have their benefits. I like wheels. These diamond cutoff wheels. This is a large one, but I like using the 25 to 35 millimeter ones. They're usually about $4 or $5 for a 10-pack from China. Takes a while to get here, but that's why I buy multiple packs at the same time. As far as polish, I'm not overly particular. I do use cheap THK polish, Hong Kong Tools, THK, and they come, you can get 7 different syringes, all the different grits for $15 or $20. I like soft bristle brushes, a long soft bristle brush for applying the polish, in conjunction with wool bits, wool tips. And one thing that I do is I like to keep everything separate, because you don't want to contaminate your bits. So if you have the potential for keeping all the different grits and polishes separate, that's something that you're going to want to work on. I have an assortment of rough. There's probably a couple of pieces, because I've had a lot of people saying, where do you get your rough? Can I get some rough? Well, I understand that realistically I'm never going to get to carving all this stuff, and I've only reserved the best for myself, but I may actually be looking to get rid of a couple pieces just to fund further. I have to get another wheel for my shop, just for tools. Anyhow, let's see. The flex shaft. The flex shaft, I have a Chicago Electric flex shaft, and that's run with a foot pedal. So depending on how much pressure you put on, higher, lower. And I also have a Fordham TX. Fordham makes a fantastic flex shaft. The Fordham SR is, I think it's a little less horsepower, but that one's advantageous because it has a reverse mode. So if you're lefty, you know, it's a good thing. There's times when that would come in handy. I used to have a lot of different tools. I'm going to try to integrate some still shots of my old shop as I've been going, and some of the stuff that I've gone through. I'm going to try to piece together the video and make it hopefully very interesting. So 2020, Roaring 20s, I'm very excited about this, It's an exciting year. Lots of changes, and I know it's just going to be amazing. I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos. I'm going to be carving a lot more rocks, and because I've got so many more viewers, I have to do another giveaway. So, who knows? Is it going to be rough? Is it going to be a finished stone? Maybe 2 winners. Actually, I like that idea better. Yeah, we'll have to do rough and a finished stone. So, thank you for watching Mark's Minerals videos. Please like and subscribe. I just can't thank you enough. Some of the letters from you people that are finding a way to express themselves through art, it's extremely touching. And I'm just so grateful that I could help. Have a beautiful night, and I hope this works. We'll see how it works, and talk to you later. Bye.